just reading all these things. Open the hatch for a better view. Oh god, the toilet is broken. We can't open the window to let the smell out. We're all gonna die. Oh, does that? Oh, it doesn't work. That's a bummer. RPM it is. Yeah, that's better, at least. Orb. Yeah, I don't have any other mods installed, so all it's really just those two screens that work. You know, that guy down there, and then us two up here. Interesting. Interesting. If SpaceX attempted a Mun flyby using the same AI for Tesla cars, it would still manage to sideswipe a cyclist. Yeah. Although we got Waymos out here in Austin, and those are way worse. God, I hate Waymos. They're self-driving taxis with nobody inside them. And they work for Uber and stuff. And sometimes they get in the way of emergency vehicles, or they stop just right outside of a train track and almost get hit. And I'm sitting here thinking, what if somebody was in there? Give whammo. Radial in. Oh, look at it. We're there. We're at the Mun. Check us out, gang. That's not it. Where is it? Oh wait, did I hit G again? No. Look at it. Magnificent. The Mun. Extravagant, even. Oh wait, that joke doesn't work because NA uses yield instead. Oh, in Northern Australia? Yield. Give Waymo. Oh, instead of going behind it, I guess we're just passing in front of it. That's weird. Don't know why it happened that way. But, okay. Yeah, never passed behind it. Unfortunate. Oh, in the UK, instead of yield, we have signs that say give way. Ah, I understand now. We also have signs that say slower traffic, keep right. And people still don't drive the speed limit. In fact, the fast lane, which is the left lane on the highway, is reserved for cars going fast. Rather, Andy. Integrity to Houston. The UWMS is clogged. Please send a space plumber. What's going on, Radler Andy? It's been a minute. I finally got KSP to work because it was broken and it kept crashing and it kept hurting my computer. And I decided to take one of my old SSDs and just bomb it and partition it just for Kerbal Space Program. So now we shouldn't have any issues whatsoever. Now it's just a question of how many mods I can throw on before things start getting wonky again. We were trying to communicate with each other with sign language. It did. Well, I felt like it was hurting my PC because everything would freeze up and the screen would go black and it would stay like that for hours. And the only way to really... And my, CPU is just running on all cylinders. And I'm sitting here thinking, I don't think it needs to be running on full blast for hours at a time, doing nothing. So I have to do a hard shutdown, and that hurts me a little bit. And I could only go maybe 5 or 10 minutes before the game would crash, and I'd have to do it all over again. Start the stream again. It was just a pain. And I couldn't fix it until I figured out the problem. And I think it was just because the hard drive it was on, first of all, it was on a hard disk drive, not an SSD. So it wasn't loading as fast as I wanted it to, and maybe that was hanging it up. But also I had just so many mods, and the save files on there were years and years old. I had to nuke them. Who uses hard drives? Look, man, they're cheap. You can get 6 terabytes for like $100. A lot of these games are hundreds and hundreds of gigabytes. I can't keep up with the SSDs. But I think I got about 9 terabytes altogether. 8 or 9. Should be good. Yeah. So I'm saving this SSD. It's only 200 gigs, but I'm saving it for the bigger games. Now, Helldivers 2 plays pretty well on the hard disk. I'm curious to see what other games would work before I fill up the storage. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Alright, I think we're about ready to land this puppy. Have I tried Principia? I've looked into it. Again, you have to remember, I'm kind of dumb. And if there's chemistry involved where I have to think about what fuels I gotta use, it's gonna slow the game down real fast. I'm gonna have to go back to school and figure out what a liquid fluorine engine does in a vacuum. Oh yeah, I did too. I was working most of the time while the astronauts were flying around, but I was able to catch the live stream of the launch and the highlights. And then I watched the the crossing into the far side of the moon uh, at a bar. They had it on TV. And I was like, wow, what a perfect spot. Oh, I thought it just added n-body orbital mechanics. Interesting. I didn't know that. I just have persistent rotation on. I had it up permanently on my TV all the whole time. Nice. Yeah, I wish I could have played Kerbal, but I was just so busy with work. I got home so late every day, and I was dead tired. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to just veg out, play Red Dead Redemption 2 and Helldivers, and then go to sleep. Which, by the way, I do plan on streaming more games if I have time during the week. But Sundays is pretty much a guaranteed Kerbal day. I just don't know exactly what time because, you know, we all have lives outside of video games. Kerbal's the only one I can justify playing more than 3 hours. Like, I could happily play Kerbal for 12 if I had the time. I might just do that. I might just keep going all day. But like regular video games, when I'm not streaming, I could probably do 1 or 2 hours at most. There's just something in me being yelled at as a kid for playing video games instead of mowing the lawn or taking out the trash. There's just something in me that tells me I can only play video games for like an hour or two at a time. Except for Kerbal. Kerbal takes time. It takes a long time to play this game, so I can justify sitting here for multiple hours. But speaking of multiple hours, I'm not going to wait that long for this thing to come down, so we're just going to move it on along. That is free, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're pretty much in the atmosphere now. We can, there we go. Oh, let's enable the RCS. Oh, God. Get away from me. Nice. Nice. That's not how NASA did it. Well, you know what? NASA isn't here. You got me, and you signed the waiver. Miss. Scream. Scream for me. Ah! That's the sound of the capsule if it had a mouth. Don't show that again. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. Alright, we can turn off RCS and SAS. Just gotta burn on through. Yeah, let's turn on the cabin lights. Why not? Okay.